Hello, dear listeners. I'm gonna hide my real name, but you can call me Josie. I'm here because I wanna vent out my emotions right now. I'm having anxiety and depression because I don't have any outlet to express my problems and worries that I have been experiencing these days, except for this one good friend of mine. It's because I'm afraid to be judged. But whatever you're gonna say is okay with me now. I will accept it. I don't care anymore if you mock me for being like this. So here's my story. I'm working in a good agency for 2 years now. I am a Filipino and I'm now 4 years married to my American husband. And yes, I was able to come here in America because of him. But since last year, our relationship seems falling apart. We became cold to each other. He always doesn't have enough time for me, and I am always busy too at work, working overtime most of the time. In fact, we haven't been living under one roof for a year now, but he would come here in my place during my day offs, and I would also visit him in his place if he doesn't have work. One day, my supervisor showed his interest in me. I admit I already liked him since the first day I saw him. He's so good looking and charming, the perfect description of my ideal man. I was under his supervision for 10 months, and then he was moved into the other shift guard, which is also a night shift. I was also in a night shift but in an A card. But because I'm most of the time working overtime, whenever he made a round in the building where I was assigned, he would approach me and initiated a conversation until we became so comfortable with each other. Just on the second night, we had an intimate conversation and were carried away with our emotions. He slowly got close to me, grabbed my hips, touched me, and kissed me on my lips. I felt so excited and couldn't stop myself but to kiss him back and deep. Of course, something happened to us that night. Since then, because he's a supervisor, every time I'd have overtime, he would assign me in his card and put me in a place where I would be alone the whole night, and he would always visit there to have sex with me. He's being honest with me and told me that he's a married man for 18 years now. But even after knowing the truth, I still couldn't resist him and still continued to do the thing each time. On the other hand, me and my husband's relationship became so rocky and unstable until I got to tell him how I feel between us. That I'm not happy with him anymore. That there's no more spark in our relationship, way different from what we used to be. It's because he doesn't date me anymore. He's just always busy at work and is always tired. I got depressed, and my supervisor has been always there for me. He would always text me to make sure I'm okay. And he's just also the one I could confide about everything. I don't feel the care from my husband from everything I've been going through. Until his visits to me become so seldom, just once or twice a month now. And now, my supervisor has came back to my shift, which is A card. I am now under his supervision again up to this time, and I'm riding with him going to work. I already admitted my feeling with him, and he has also admitted that he already loved me, but he couldn't leave his family for me. I told him that it's okay for me to be his mistress, 'cause he's just always been there for me when I need him anyway, and spends love time with me when he can, at my place, and in some other places no one knows us. My husband and I are taking a break for now. He told me that he's already ready to file a divorce. But I'm so afraid to admit that I've been cheating with him. I don't want to hurt his feelings, 'cause he's a very kind husband to me, but he's not just good enough. Don't get me wrong, I know I also have a lot of shortcomings on him, but I just couldn't save this marriage anymore. There's no more spark in it. I was hurt with his decision, but I have already moved on because of the presence of my supervisor. Till now, me and my supervisor are still together. He makes me feel happy and special every day. And he's one of the reasons why I keep moving little by little, day by day. How I wish we met when we were still both single. I know our situation now is very complicated, but I am willing to take risk. I don't want to lose him. I'm already in love with him. That's all I want to share about the little portion of my life. Depression sucks, and this is the only way I could think of to lighten up my feelings. As I previously said, you can judge me. You can say whatever you want to say. There's no more hurt feelings, because I know that what I have been doing is wrong. I know I am being unfaithful to my husband, but I just couldn't do anything to make it right. I already fell out of love for him. I just wish that he would find the right woman to love and care for him. Thanks so much for listening to my story, and have a wonderful day. Be safe, everyone. Josie.